Buenos dias. We are in Belize. We're heading for Guatemala, Guatemala City. So we're going to fly down the Yucatan Peninsula, and there's outer islands which I read about, and off of Belize, hundreds. So let's get started. Taking the it's 249 miles, probably 220 something nautical miles, and we will just be taking off straight out, brakes off, full power in the F-15. So let's see what's going on here. We got to click ready to fly. Not going anywhere until I say it's ready. Okay, so we come up full power, brakes off. There we go. We don't need this right now. The chart, rotate, gear up, flaps up. And we're going to head south. Now we have a tower here now. We didn't have a tower when we came in. We'll fly right out over the city, and we'll see some of the islands out there. Let's get into position where we don't hear the engines. We can turn out our communication and start seeing some of the outer islands. As we accelerate, we do need to start heading south. They weren't kidding when they said outer islands. So I imagine you can go rent a boat or something and go for a day on these outer beaches. Whether these are coral reefs out here, what they are, boy, they just one after the other. And whether they had to clear this channel through there, or whether it's natural. So we're come on around, and so we're going to fly down the coast, and not sure quite when we get into Guatemala, but I can see it now. It's when the coast turns to the left, we get out of Belize and get into Guatemala, and we're not very far in that corner. We're not very far from Honduras as we go toward Guatemala City, which is to the south. It's probably 10 miles from the coast, maybe 20 miles from the coast. Most major cities have deep water ports, but not Guatemala.
Tower American 466 at runway 25 ready for departure IFR to DFW.
We look out at the reefs
American
here again.
466 altimeter 29.9 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 25.
So we can go here to nearest airport. We see if we pick up Guatemala, Belize Municipal Airport. Oh, there's a city airport right downtown. We landed at the municipal airport. And we want to go on up to 30,000. Look at the outer islands out there. Oh, and so the satellite left off here. that's the fun of this. It's not perfect. I'm not perfect. But we will continue there. We're at 30,000. Now, I think I have to get this guy to level off. Yeah, we can go a little higher. Okay, there we go. About 35,000. So let's see if the autopilot clicks. Yeah. So let's see if we click on the altitude. Not quite yet. So we go in here. And gauge autopilot. And let's see if that. See, normally we'd get the altitude to click right in there. Let's see if we. No, it's not wanting to. Okay, stabilized. There we go. So the altitude is at 32.7, and we're locked on that. And now we can just worry about the. And we want to go a little bit to the right here, and we'll end up going to Lake Isbal. That's right down to the south here. And we will see yeah, okay, so we're heading we're paralleling the course now. The course went inland slightly, and I wanted to fly out so I could see the islands off of Belize. And now we get to see, we're probably real close here. So right about here is where we get into Honduras. Honduras is off to our left. Okay, now we're coming back. I don't want to come back too far. But these little lakes, the second lake is Lake Isabel. Let's see if we get it here. Zoom in on my laptop. Isabel. Lago de Isabel. And the first one was El Golf Terre. El Golfet is the first Golfet, it looks like. The first little lake right here is El Golfet, and Isabel right there. And not too far in the distance, probably where you start seeing the mountains. I think this is still Belize. And then we get into Honduras. And we're holding our altitude. We're zipping along at Mach 2. We're coming back on course. So this I was going to say this valley leads to Honduras, but I'm not sure. This little mountain range right here, I don't know what the name of that mountain range is, but we'll see if we get in here a little closer. Parque Nacional Sierra de las Minas. So it does say Sierra, so it's probably an offshoot of the Sierras right there. And probably where we're heading is right down in there. So let's see how we're doing on our chart. We don't need to be inside the cockpit. So let's go back out. Okay, there's where we're going. We're almost on course. Pretty area with the mountain ranges in there. So we'll turn this off right now so we get a better view. Let's see how our light is doing for our view. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks like some volcanic activity over in here. So, Guatemala. Guatemala? Guatemala. Gringos call it Guatemala. And we're Mach 2 for 32,000 feet, 700. That's where the altitude hole decided to set up. And this could be the city right there. So let's turn off the autopilot. Start down. Yeah, the switches are all off here. We'll put the nose down. Get the shimmy shakes. We'll slow down a little bit. Yeah, that helped. That helped. Yeah, that's Guatemala City right in there. So we can kick the afterburners up. We'll work out over this way, just to get a little perspective. And take a look back, see what we see. See a little exhaust trail there. Yeah, a little mountain. So with the name Sierra in there, so this could be the Sierra Madre. And we'll go back here. Gotta start slowing down sometime here. And let's take a look at where the airport is, make sure we're heading right. Yeah, we're heading right. So we take the power off completely to slow down, kick in a little speed brake, and get it down to 400. Put the brake away. Call in. Let's see here. I don't see Guatemala City yet. There's Guatemala. Okay, let's see, it's MGGT. MGGT. There it is.
Aurora Tower 527 BC Tree 901 is 10 miles northeast 11,800 feet with Alpha to land.
527 BC Tree 901 Aurora Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 2 wind calm, fly straight in runway 20. 527 BC Tree 901 wind calm, clear to land runway 20.
Clear to land runway 20 527 BC Tree 901.
Okay, clear to land. Look at the volcanoes. We'll have to go check that out while we're visiting. Okay, gear down. And take a look here. Yeah, there's the landing gear, flaps. Need to speed brake. Get it down below 200. Then we can kick in the flaps. Flaps are in. A little stadium under us. So let's get a nice view here. Dragging it in again. Scaring everybody downtown. Okay. Goodness. Get the speed brake up. And turn the brakes on. Speed brake down.
BC Tree 9er, 1 turn next taxiway.
Look, I don't know that that's a taxiway. We'll go one more. We'll go one more. Get our flaps up. I think this will work. Looks paved to me. Didn't have a little...
527 BC Tree 9er, 1, contact ground on 121.9er.
We need this. We don't need that.
Going to 121.9er 527 BC Tree 901.
I don't know what this little building is, but this is where we're parking. Right there. That's it. So we need taxi to parking. Let's see what
Ground
they say.
527 BC Tree 9er 1 taxi to parking.
527 BC Tree 901 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha cross runway 20.
So general aviation's on the other side. All right. We will turn her off. A little trip down here to Guatemala City. And
527 BC Tree 9er 1, did you copy?
we'll tell them okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha cross runway 20527 BC Tree 901.
Here we look around the airport here. See if we see any airliners here in Guatemala City. Oh, there they are. There's the airline terminal back over there. So Guatemala, and next stop is, I think, El Salvador. Yeah. And then that's just a. We're probably looking at. Let me see here. I'll tell you how far we're going. So we go to San Salvador to Guatemala City is about 100 miles. 109 miles. We could do that in a Piper Cub. Okay, thanks for flying Air Chance, and we'll be getting into probably the TBM. I'll see if I can fly instruments down here, and that airplane is my favorite for instruments. it with my limited brain power these days, that's the one that it just seems natural. Okay, take care. Adios. I think they still are speaking Spanish here.